What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about why I think Braxton Jones will be benched and whether or not the Bears could still trade him. I think the Braxton Jones era at left tackle for the Chicago Bears is about to come to an end. Something that wasn't paid much attention to in Sunday's loss against the Lions was after letting Caleb rest early, Ben Johnson would keep the starting offensive line in the game. But late in the game, he substituted in Theo Benedet for Braxton Jones. It wasn't a full substitution of the O-line either. Joe Tooney and the rest of the starters remained on the field, but Theo Benedet was getting reps at left tackle. Ben Johnson was clearly sending a message to Braxton Jones. And now, after telling the media that changes will be coming, he said, "We will find out in practice this week who wants to win and who doesn't." Theo Benedet very well could be the starting left tackle against the Cowboys. But I also think Ozzy Trapilo could get a shot at some point as well. This is definitely something to monitor over the next couple of weeks. If I had to make a guess right now, I would guess that Ben Johnson has seen enough of Braxton Jones. He leads the league in pressures allowed right now, and that's with Joe Tooney helping him out and bailing him out quite a few times. Right now, Braxton looks worse than he did as a rookie. I think Ben Johnson is close to making this move, and it could happen as soon as later today. It's possible they want to give Ozzy Trapilo a bit more time to get ready. I know a lot of people have already written Ozzy off, and they say he's just a right tackle. But I expect at some point this season, he will get a shot at left tackle, potentially after the bye week. But it also might depend on how Theo Benedet plays, a guy who was an undrafted free agent who got hurt last year, but really surprised in training camp. He looked good this year in camp, and he was up and down in preseason. I thought he looked pretty solid at times. Can Theo stabilize the position, or is he just a stopgap until Ozzy Trapilo is ready? I still believe Ozzy will be the starting left tackle at some point, but I'll also be rooting for Theo Benedet to succeed. As long as one of these guys can stable the position, it doesn't really matter which one it is. But we've played 2 games right now, and we're 0-2. Ben Johnson already said before the season started that the left tackle position is still fluid and they don't have a real starter yet. With Braxton Jones starting the first 2 games, he's given up the most pressures in the league, and he's not taken a firm grasp on the starting job. Our head coach is most likely looking to shake things up, and the first guy that might lose his job is Braxton. He's allowed 13 total pressures. He's given up 2 sacks, 2 more QB hits, and he's graded out terribly as well. 51.0 overall and 50.8 pass blocking. He's struggled versus the bull rush his entire career. He's also in the last year of his contract, and he could be starting his last game as a Bear soon. I've always liked Braxton, but there's no way we pay him $20 million a year next season. And with how he's playing right now, if another team wanted to bet on Braxton bouncing back, it's possible he could be traded. Since we're most likely not going to re-sign him, and if we're going to bench him, if you can get a draft pick for him, you might as well. It's not likely, but it's definitely possible. I also don't believe that trading Braxton makes us better. But if Ben Johnson is ready to move on, I can't rule it out. I do believe that changes are coming, though. Whether or not Theo Benedet starts at left tackle this week, I believe it's very possible, but we should find out soon. I also expect some other changes. Maybe Shamar Turner will potentially get his first reps of the year. I also expect Ozzy Trapilo could be active, and I fully expect both Luther Burden and Colston Loveland will be a lot more involved in this offense going forward. At this point, though, giving someone else like Theo Benedet or Ozzy Trapilo a chance at left tackle really can't hurt. We need better play from that position, period. But let's thank today's sponsor, Profit X, America's #1 sports prediction market. Sign up today, use promo code SWIFT, and get up to $200 in bonus profit cash. My picks have hitting, and I'll have my week 3 picks out very soon. Stay tuned for that, sign up, and use promo code SWIFT. But final question here, guys. Do you think Braxton Jones keeps his job? And who do you think is going to start the most games at left tackle this year when it's all said and done? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate everyone who watches. Remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.